Hello! It's been quite a while since I've had the pleasure to talk to a stranger. Normally it's pretty quiet around here. But actually, you should see the place after some of the dwarfs have had a few mushroom beers. Worse than a jolly anthill. However, it's really good to welcome you, now that you've stumbled across our little village. Just maybe our two wizards had a hand in guiding you here, to help us. Whichever way it is, in you we have found a volunteer, and so I will now reveal our history to you. Once upon a time, in a place 2.5 steps left of reality, there was a little village. Quite peaceful and cozy. There the waters were abounded with fish. The beer still flowed from pure mountains. No fast food in sight, and sparkling water bubbled forth from crystal springs. The place was blessedly free from credit cards, computer viruses and mother-in-laws. In short, the place was paradise. But this was not to last. How strange it was that it should have been the two wisest among the dwarfs of the high rank of wizards who, in their boredom, devised the most destructive pastime. They invented the game, a totally useless activity appealing to the very worst side of the dwarfian nature. Fate struck swiftly. Faces would defeat, and desperate to win, one cheated the other, which enraged his opponent, and then disaster struck, and doom descended on the dwarves. Life had become impossible upon the surface. Our dwarfs had one last hope, to descend into the depths, there to try to retrieve the lost pieces of the mystic monument, and by doing so to restore their homeland. So, that's the way it was many generations ago. Meanwhile, many members of our little community have valiantly sought to recover all the lost pieces of the mystic monument. Work on rebuilding the monument could not begin until all the pieces were found. So, as pieces were located, they were stored in safe caves. However, overindulgence in mushroom beer and ice cream did not help. Over the generations, new villages sprung up. Houses were built, machines were constructed. For amusement, there were pubs, pizzerias, cinemas, ice cream parlors, and amusement parks. There was an abundance of gold, ice cream, and magic crystals. Despite all this, and liberal amounts of mushroom beer, the dwarfs actually managed to find all the pieces of the mystic monument. But, as they were often hung over, they had forgotten to pass on the locations where they had stored the pieces. Many generations have passed since then, and our numbers have diminished due to lack of holidays, fish and chips and aspirin. So, there are now only a few of us who are left to reassemble the mystic monument, and our hopes are not very high. However, there's a prophecy. One day, an intelligent, clear-thinking, courageous and handsome stranger will come among us and lead us to find the pieces of the mystic monument and help us to rebuild it again to its former glory. Well, the prophecy is still unfulfilled, but you, while not even coming close to the expectations, might be the one. So, I suggest we both get to work. I will be around and will help you wherever I can. Give it your best, and may your mushroom beer barrel never run dry.